Welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, Tommy B, and Transformers Rise of the Beasts has just relaunched and rebooted not one, but two major franchises in a big way. Yes, I realize Bumblebee was technically the reboot origin, but I think of that as more of a prologue, so feel free to tell me how dumb I am in the comments. We're gonna talk about how the film's ending actually begins this new saga and how the post-credit scene might be more than meets the eye. Warning, there will be major spoilers ahead, so please proceed with caution. We want to shout out Nerd Riot, our friends and merch partners who are making amazing Spider-Verse shirts that you can now buy on nerdriot.shop. Now let's talk the ending of this Transformers movie and figure out what exactly happened here. The gang has learned the Transwarp Key has been broken in half. As a safety measure, humans Noah and Elena travel down to Peru to try to get the other half before the Terrorcons can steal it and unleash Unicron to just snack up on that Earth. Hold on to your galoshes, this ain't no Paddington, Peru adventure. Unfortunately, they immediately fail and Scourge and Co are able to recombine the key and begin the slowest villain entrance of all time. Seriously, I understand that Unicron is enormous, but he's moving slower than the Undertaker at WrestleMania after his 20th knee surgery. Speaking of Undertaker, at this point in the film, we must say R.I.P. Air Razor. Michelle Yeoh, you've had a great year, but you didn't last long as a Maximal. The only way to stop the portal is to enter a code that Elena has conveniently solved, which needs to be entered on a console that can only be accessed via people-sized tunnels, conveniently necessitating the humans to remain involved. This sets us up for our big final battle. Scourge, who up until this point has been a real pain in the ass, has activated the portal and now must hold off the newly aligned Autobots and Maximals. A giant tower, a Lord of the Rings inspired in my opinion, powered by the Transwarp Key and perhaps the incoming Unicron. Then we also have to fight Nightbird. They're added by freezers and they quickly gain the upper hand on the good guys. There's two Primes now, Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal, and they gang up on Battletrap, but it's Primal that rips off his arm and beats him to death with his own wrecking ball. Good God, this is one of the most violent scenes I've seen in any movie. Just because it's Transformers doesn't mean it wasn't making me go, ooh. Meanwhile, our human friends, Elena and Nora, are frantically running through the tunnels of the tower, created by that Transwarp Key, like I said. Unfortunately, Scourge discovers Noah, pulls him out, nearly killing him before Mirage shields him from Scourge's cannon fire. Now, I thought for a second Mirage was dead, but instead he's just seriously effed up. It's like me after one of my high school football games, concussed, unkissed, and full of pizza. As a last-ditch effort, he transforms around Noah, becoming his exosuit. Now, fans of the G1 cartoon will remember the first depiction of the exosuit was worn by Spike Witwicky. Later, a similar suit was provided for Daniel Witwicky, which proved able to transform into an all-terrain vehicle. This suit was subsequently enhanced via the Nebulan binary bonding process to become Daniel's headmaster suit that he connected to RC. RC appears in this movie, so perhaps we will see these bonding suits in future installments. With his new suit, Noah tries to fight Scourge, but it's pretty clear he's outmatched, and it looks like it might be curtains for Noah and Mirage until Optimus Prime shows up to back him up. Unfortunately, this is about the time that Unicron begins breaching through the portal and sending tons of drones crashing down towards Earth. Things are looking pretty damn bleak. Until, oh my God, it's Bumblebee's music. That's right. Don't call it a comeback. He's been B for years. You heard me. After an infusion of Energon, which is of course the preferred fuel of the Transformer race. Takes many forms, I found out, including ore, crystal, gas, and raw energy, but it's most commonly used by the Transformers in its liquid state, which is stored in many different mediums, most famously the Energon Cube. And if you think I wrote that all myself, you're crazy. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Movies and TV can be great escapism, but when it's time to face things head on, BetterHelp is here to help. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and is 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. And trust me, baby, I got a wide range. To get started, just answer a few questions about what you're looking for from therapy and what your preferences are. BetterHelp will then match you with a therapist from their network that's right for you. After that, talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call. I send a Raven. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't a right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. BetterHelp gives you the same level of professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price, and that's important. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/newrockstars. That's BETTERHELP.com/newrockstars for 10% off your first month of therapy. Give yourself the gift of therapy. Hitching a ride on Stratosphere, Bumblebee drops down and begins dispatching of all the drones, as well as shooting at Scourge. Nightwing flies up to engage him, but Bumblebee ends up using her as a human shield, or Terrorcon shield. He then dispatches of her in what would have been the best kill if Primal hadn't literally just smashed battle tracks with his own wrecking ball moments earlier. He rips her wing off, stabs her with it, she explodes in the sky. I kid you not, this movie is brutal. I know it's CGI, it's still brutal. I'm almost out of breath here. This whole time, Elena is running from a freezer, trying to get to the console, entering the access code. And even though she manages to enter it, the console gets destroyed in the Scourge and Prime fight. Scourge asks Unicron to send in more reinforcements, and Unicron does, and we finally get to see the Scorponok that us real gearheads will remember first appeared in the 2007 Transformers movies, as well as one of the sequels, Revenge of the Fallen. Fortunately, the Autobots and Maximals at this point are a well-oiled machine, much like my beloved Buffalo Bills and their leader, Josh Allen. And they're able to handle the drones, freezers, and Scorponoks while Prime kills Scourge in another brutal fashion kill, also reclaiming Bumblebee's emblem. "This belongs to a friend of mine," is what he says. I don't know why I said that in a Hulk Hogan voice, but I like it. Keep it in, editors. Damn, the good guys are savage in this one. Like I said before, the battle destroyed the console, so the only option left for Optimus Prime is to sacrifice himself for probably 1,000th time between the comics, TV show, and various movies. But oh no, my friends, human Noah is more than meets the eye this time. He comes to Optimus Prime's aid, helping him destroy the Transwarp Key, trapping Unicron in the process. You know we love an initial suck-in, and there is a huge suck-in at this point of Unicron being sucked back out of Earth, and it almost sucks in Noah and Optimus Prime. Luckily, they make it out alive. And Primal then says Unicron is not dead, and the Unicron is instead trapped and could return. Optimus Prime says, "Let him come," instead of "Let them come," from the trailer. So they tricked us. And I really hope you guys enjoyed these appetizers, because here's where the ending really gets wild. The whole beginning of the film was all about Noah trying to get a job to help his brother afford the medical treatment he desperately needs. The end of the film finds Noah in another job interview, this time with a construction company. The foreman starts the interview off normal, but then reveals he knows Noah helped save the world in Peru. How does he know that? And as a thank you, he says his secret government agency will pay for Noah's brother's treatment. Agent Burke, as this man is revealed to be, asks him and his big friends to join them as we are in the middle of an ongoing war, which you may remember is a line from this TV spot.
"We're in the middle of an ongoing war."
He then hands him a business card, tweaks a plaque on the wall, and it opens to reveal a base and hangar thing, and there's a familiar vehicle, and just as I was like, where do I know that from? Noah flips over the card, and it says G.I. Joe on the back. Holy shit, Hasbro Cinematic Universe. We've seen these guys in the comics, we've seen and loved the toys, but now here we are finally getting it on the big screen. Where do I think Noah is going to be next? Well, Anthony Ramos is a mega star. We now see he's been invited to join the G.I. Joe, so it would make sense, and also continue on the theme of humans not being as important in this franchise, to move him over to a G.I. Joe franchise. I think that these characters will be in both movies. I think they'll be G.I. Joes and Transformers. Is this a complete G.I. Joe reboot? I hope so. Remember, the year is 1994, so this is before the G.I. Joe movies we previously had. Plenty of time to reboot, cast a whole new set of Joes. What's next for the Maximals? Well, they and the Autobots now know of each other's existence. Optimus Primal has bonded with his namesake, Optimus Prime. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's the other way around. I think now that they have that valley with Energon, the Maximals can begin to seek an escape off of this Earth if they want. I also, because I know how movies work, believe we'll probably see them in a sequel or perhaps a Beast Wars movie. So let's talk this post-credit scene. In the mid-credit scene, we see Noah putting the finishing touches on a junker car made up of different parts. And surprise, the thing just transforms into a red and silver Mirage. It's kind of funny. My first car was a yellow car with a white door, and this reminded me of that. The colors are all mismatched. So it looks like Noah managed to restore him from the exosuit, and now Noah's friend Reek is aware. So I think Reek is actually the first recruit into the G.I. Joes. That's my theory of what this post-credit scene means. Now, here's my overall thoughts on the movie. Bumblebee was the reboot, but this really feels like a relaunch of the franchise. Now, we're clearly setting up Unicron as the big bad, but with him being stuck, it allows for some Decepticon duplicity over the next film or two. Why not reintroduce a new Megatron? Why not reintroduce a new Starscream, betraying Megatron? I like that the humans were not the main focus of this film, and especially at the end, it made sense because they're branching Noah off to the G.I. Joes, and if these films are going to be combined in a cinematic universe, there's no need to have a main human character as a through line in this franchise. It's all about the Autobots, baby. Please don't forget to check out our many great merch options. Follow me at Tommy Bechtold. Follow New Rockstars on all social platforms. Be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube for analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching, and remember, let them come.